Okay, in this little video I want to show you the two different methods that you can use to determine the hinge line of a fold. It's referred to as the beta or the phi diagrams, okay, or methods. In the beta diagram, we basically draw in the great circles for the two limbs. So we can again just go and draw in two great circles. We can do this one here as a great circle, and we can make another great circle over there. Okay, and then of course we know that the hinge line is represented by the intersection point between these two planes, which is of course right there. You can take it to your east-west reference line. You count off the angle. That angle is about 12 degrees. Okay, and to determine the direction in which it's plunging, you then take this back to north and you read it off. That's 180, so it's about 186 degrees. So it's 186 degrees plunging at 20 degrees. The next method is to actually use what is referred to as the phi diagram. And in the phi diagram, what you do is you plot the poles to these planes. Okay, so you can do the poles for each of these planes. So here's the first one. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that would be the pole to this plane. And for the blue plane, again, we take it onto a great circle and we count off 90 degrees, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 degrees. That is the pole to the blue plane. Now we rotate these two poles until they fall on the same great circle, which is pretty much there. Okay, we then draw in this great circle. And then we want to now determine a pole at 90 degrees to this plane, which will give us the orientation of the hinge line. And I think you can already see what's happening here. So from here, we do the pole, and that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 degrees. So both of these methods, both the beta method, when you use the two great circles, or the phi method, where you use the poles to these two planes, actually will give you exactly the same answer.